The 1st of May, Rabbi, more Parsha Hashavua with Rashi, Tazria-Metzora.
Rashi. Okay.
Fine. Go. Pasuk Zayin.
Oh,
We're up to you. Your turn.
Very good. Will
Pasuk
do.
Zayin.
It says, V'hikrivo l'fnei Hashem v'chiper aleha v'tahara mikod dameha
Kor, the Resh. Min Kor Domea.
im. Oh, really?
From the source. So it means Min Kor Domea, the source of her blood.
I don't have him called, though. Huh. Okay. Dameha. Zot Torah hayoledet l'zachar o l'nikeva. Okay, so Ikrivo. So he shall offer it before Hashem and atone for her. And she
Purified.
becomes purified from the source of her blood. And this is the law of one.
This is the law of the woman who gives birth
to a male,
to a female, for a male
or to a female. Uh-huh. Okay, you did sign. Okay, so it says that he krivo, he shall offer it. Limedcha, this was taught to you.
This teaches you.
Teaches you. She'ein le'achva milecho b'kodashim ela echad mehem. That only one, what prevents?
Yeah, only one was the offering of only one of the korbanos, one of the offerings prevents her or withholds her from eating kodshim. We go back. You go back to the pasuk Vov, the days of purity for a boy or for a girl, for a son or for a daughter. Tovi keves ben shnaselola uven yenois lachatos. So she brings two offerings, an oil offering, burnt offering, or ben yenois lachatos, and a sin offering. So she's offering two. And nevertheless, it says v'hikri voi lifnei Hashem. Okay, the Kohen shall offer it before Hashem, the Chippah Aleha, and carry out atonement for her.
For her, okay.
So Rashi's pointing out, what's it mean v'hikri voi? It's a singular. She's offering two korbanos. It's say v'hikri voi lifnei Hashem, the Chippah Aleha. So Rashi's pointing out, l'medcha she'ein ma'ak v'lecha b'kodshim ela echad mehem. Bezehu zechatos.
So she has to offer the chatat offering.
The chatos offering, which is the bird, that is the one which is essential, that without offering that korban, she will not be able to eat kodshim. She will not be able to eat holy foods.
Oh, okay. Let's go on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, and he atones for her. The Kohen. Okay, Vitara, she's become pure. Mihu va l'chaper. the one that comes to atone, bo hatahara
Tuluya.
taluya.
Right. On it, the purification is dependent.
Oh,
By the time
okay.
that comes to act as an atonement for her, that is the one for which her purification is dependent.
Oh,
So it says, since it says, which one is that? That is the chatos. It's always the rule that the chatos offering comes as an atonement.
okay. Very good. And then the next one, the tahara, she becomes purified. Miklal.
Oh, actually, the word, sorry, the Torah, I'm sorry, you're right.
Okay.
Torah, Michlal,
Sha'ad kan kriya tmeya. Oh, until this time, until this,
she,
okay. So she's considered tame, impure.
okay.
So she has to wait till nighttime to become
Yeah,
purified.
but besides that, after the only can she eat kochim is the day after, well, it's at the end of the 7 plus 33 days for a boy, or the end of 40 plus 66 days for a girl. Then the following, or she, Chazal learn out that she has to go to mikveh on again, even though she went to mikveh at the end after 7 days for a boy or after 14 days for a girl, she got to go to mikveh again at the end of the days of purity, okay, which is the end of 40 days for a boy or end of 80 days for a girl. And then the following day she brings her korban, and once she's brought the korban, then eat kochim. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. Let's go on to Pasuk Ches, Lou.
Yes. Lo simta yada de se v'lach cha shtei sorim o shnei b'nei Yonah echad le'olah ve'echad lechatas v'chiper aleha hakohen v'tahara.
Very good. Okay.
All right. So let's see. But if she cannot afford a sheep, then she shall take 2 turtle doves or 2 young doves, one for an olah offering and one for a sin offering, and the Kohen shall atone for her, and she shall become tahor. So let's see Rashi. Echad le'olah ve'echad lechatas. Lo hikdima hakasuv ella lemikra'ah. Scripture put the olah offering first, only with regard to its reading. Aval lehak rava, but for the offering, but for offering, chatas kodem leolam, leolah. The sin offering precedes the olah offering. Kach shaninu bizvachim. Thus we have learned in Zvachim, Perek Kol HaTadir. In the chapter called HaTadir.
Yeah. Now, this is a very, I mean, it's not Rashi, it's based on the Gemara. It's something very strange is that what order, if you would read the Pasuk, how would you say, what is the order of offering the two offerings over here?
Ola first.
First the Oila and then the Chatos. Yeah?
Right.
That's right.
But Rashi says, no, that's not the case. And this is, in fact, what the Gemara says in Zvachim. Lo yiktima kosev ela mikra. Only when reading the pasuk, okay, then it means that you say echad first oilav and then the chatos. But in actual fact, avala krova chatos koidem leoilav. Chatos comes before the oilav. Yeah, I just want to check up over here something. Let's see how I explained it here in my English translation. Second. I'm just going to check this up. Reading. Yeah. Okay, fine. It's just merely as far as it's read in the Torah, that's the only difference. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. It says, what is very strange about it is why then did the Torah write it in this way? Why did the Torah even when reading, put Oila before Chatos? I mean, it wasn't something, it sounds like it was done arbitrarily. Yeah?
Right.
I don't know. Okay. Let's go on to Pasuk, next chapter. Pasuk chapter Yud Pasuk Aleph.
Okay, it says, "Vaydaber Hashem Moshe ve'el Aharon lemor." So Hashem spoke to Moshe and to Aharon, saying, "Adam ki yihiyeh ve'or b'saro she'eit o sapachat o v'heret v'haya." Instead of het, no, v'haya ve'or b'saro lenega tzarat v'huva el Aharon HaKohen o el achad mibanav HaKohanim. Okay, so if a person will have on his skin of its flesh a se'es or a sapachat o baheret, it will become tzarat affliction on his skin or of his flesh, he shall be brought to Aaron the Kohen or to one of the sons of the Kohanim. Okay, so they probably have to inspect it to see what it is. It says, Se'et o sapahat gomer. Shemot negaim haim. So these are names of the afflictions. Levanot zo mizo. One is whiter than the other. Okay, so they can vary in Baheret. It says Charvabu, no, the Charvabu spots.
Right.
Okay. And in Old French, it's taquet, it looks like. Okay.
Tave.
Uh-huh.
So I have it with a Y. I can't see, check myself over here. Then it has a Y here. Hold it.
Okay,
It's a Y.
Kaf Kufal.
T-A-Y-A. T-A-Y-E.
Oh, really? It says Tewe. Oh, okay.
Taye. V'chein.
Okay. V'chein, Bahir. And similarly, Bahir, it's Bahir who Bashachakim, which says it is cloudy in the skies.
It's clear from Rashi, it means it is a spot in the sky.
Oh, a spot. Bahir. Okay, a spot in the sky.
Rashi is the one to point out that the word Bahir and Baheres is indicating something spotted.
Oh, yeah, it says so because it's from the Eov. It says it connotes a spot, a sky spotted with clouds. Okay. Very good. The next Rashi is El Haron the Gomer. Haron, or to his sons, I believe. Okay.
Aaron HaKohen, or Elachad Mibon of HaKohen.
One of his sons.
Aaron the priest, or one of his sons, the priests.
Okay, so Gezerat HaKatuv, it's a decree in the Torah. She'ein Tumat Nigaim, that there's neither impurity of the affliction.
That's the Tuma of Tzoras, the Taroson, and similarly their purification can only be done Ela al Pi Kohen.
Oh, by the word of a cut. Wow. Oh, the what?
And in fact, say somebody who's a big Talmud Chacham comes along, he sees it, oh, says that's no good. That's Tzoras. He says it's Tzoras, it doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
The guy still remains Tohar. But a Kohen comes along, but there's Kohen Amaretz, right? The Kohen doesn't know anything. Mr. Cohen, he hasn't never learned in yeshiva, he doesn't know any laws of Tzoras. And this Talmud Chacham tells him, you know, this guy has what guys on his skin, that's Tzoras. Oh, really? Yeah. By the way, Mr. Cohen then turns to this person, he says, you have Tzoras, this is what you have there, that's Tzoras. Then he becomes Tom.
Wow. Very interesting.
Right.
So the Kohen doesn't have to be a expert in it.
The Kohen himself not. I mean, if a Talmud Chacham tells him that this is something, it's no good, it's Tomei, this spot, then he can follow what the Kohen tells him, and he says it. But there has to be a Kohen to pronounce this person to be Tomei. That's all.
Okay.
The idea about it. So I also have a question of what's the connection? Why Dafka Kohen?
Mm-hmm.
You should be asking this
true.
question.
You're right.
And also it makes a point. The pasuk makes an issue. It could just the pasuk just say he's brought to the Kohen, and we know who Kohenim are. Why does the pasuk make an issue of saying Aaron and his sons, Aaron or one of his sons? So I think as follows. Why does Tzoras come? So Chazal say for various reasons. Either person speaks Lashon Hara, or he has puts an evil eye upon somebody else, Soros Ayin, Soras, it comes from Soros Ayin, or other things. Basically, the common denominator among all these reasons are that the person who is afflicted with Soras is acting antisocially.
Ah,
When he speaks Lashon Hara, he's not acting in a positive way. Ben Adam Lachaveira. He's not an asset to the social society. Put it this way, he's not acting the proper way he should towards him and his fellow man. So part of the punishment of the person who is affected by tzoras is that he's got to go outside the camp. And not just now, we had in Parshas we haven't had it yet, we're coming up soon, to Parshas Noso, where the Torah prescribes the 3 levels of different camps. There's the level of the camp of the Shechina, where the Mishkan was, or later the Beis HaMikdash. There's the camp of the Leviim, which later in the time when they had the Beis HaMikdash was the equivalent, the Har HaBayis was the equivalent of that. That's the second level. And the third level is Machane Yisrael, where all the encamped in the desert. And later on, when they came into Eretz Yisrael, that was the equivalent of any walled city, Yerushalayim and all other walled cities. Okay, that's why this week's Haftorah story is Vayhi Arba Anoshim Hayu Mitzroim Pesach Hashar. Okay, there were 4 people who suffered from tzoras, and they were living Pesach Hashar, the entrance to the gateway. It means they were not allowed to enter the city because they were Mitzroim. And the Chazal say there was Gehazi and his 3 sons. I'm not going to get into the whole story there because he didn't act properly, Gehazi, by the fact that he took money from Naaman. Was it Naaman? He was the Assyrian general who, he didn't become Jewish, but he was very favorable towards because Elisha cured him of his tzoras. Okay, upon him, and they were forced, so they weren't allowed into the camp. So somebody who has tzoras is the size outside the camp. Somebody who's come in contact with a dead person, he's Tomei, because he's Tomei Meis, he's only forbidden to go into the Beis HaMikdash, but he can go into the second camp, i.e. to the Har HaBayis, the Machne Leviah. Somebody who has a Zov, or somebody who has a Baal Keri, somebody who has an excretion of semen, so he's not allowed into the second level of camp, meaning he's not allowed into the Machne Leviah, i.e. the Har HaBayis. In fact, the Gemara says that a Kohen who had a release of semen unintentionally, then he becomes Tomei. He's not allowed to be in the Beis HaMikdash. He's not allowed to be even on the Har HaBayis. So they had special tunnels underneath that he could go out through those tunnels underneath the Har HaBayis, so that he could go to the mikveh there. Anyway, and what I was going to say, but somebody who's affected by tzoras, he's ostracized, he's excommunicated to go outside all 3 camps. He's got to go outside the city, he'd be at Yerushalayim or any other one of the walled cities. Kids, he's not allowed to, he's been ostracized. So therefore, we're going back to what I was saying. So because he has acted antisocially by saying Lashon Hara or having Ayin Hara or whatever the other forms of this person is carried out, as a result, he's punished by getting leprosy, called tzoras. I didn't want to use the word leprosy, but anyway, by getting tzoras. So therefore, midah keneged midah, right? He is ostracized. In other words, you're not acting properly socially, so fine, we're going to be antisocial to you. I'm going to send you outside the camp till you learn your lesson.
Wow.
Okay, so now going back to Aaron, so I don't know, the special midah of Aaron was, so it says in Chazal, Oyev Shalom Verodef Shalom. Aaron's special characteristic was that he was peace-loving. And he made
Right.
sure, it says that he would be very, make a great effort to make shalom bayis between man and his wife and people who are neighbors or other people who are having any dispute between them. He would make a tremendous effort to create peace between them. So in that respect, that's why it was Aaron and similarly his descendants also followed that characteristic. Mamela, they are the ones who are the ones to, should we say, appointed for this task of the peace among Klal Israel, that anybody who's non-peace loving, means who's not acting in a peaceful, peace-loving, social way, then he gets thrown out of the camp. Sending this person out of the camp is improving the peace of the community, because this guy is disturbing the peace of the community, and if we rid ourselves of him, it's going to restore peace to the community. And obviously, we want, for his sake as well, we want him to do tshuva. When he does tshuva, he can come back into the camp.
Wow.
Upon him, it's Aaron and his sons who are the peace-loving members of Klal Yisrael, especially peace-loving members of Klal, and whether the person will be considered we're having tzaras or not. Okay?
Very good.
Okay, I think we'll end over here.
Right. Wish you a good Shabbos.
You too. Have a good
Thank you.
Shabbos.
Thank you, everybody. Good Shabbos.
Yeah, thank you. Call to be well.